Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Natique in Elk Grove, California, and NatiqueYarns.com, coming to you live on Wednesday. Wonderful Wednesday? Is that what Danielle goes with?
Yeah. I don't know.
But it is Wednesday. I've got that much down. What?
Oh, there we go.
Was it not working?
It's working. I just want to know if it's showing on your end.
Yes.
Okay.
Phew.
Good.
Okay. Crisis averted. Yesterday, I decided to post to my personal page instead of Natique's page. That's why some of you could not find us yesterday. I had people asking if they should have called in a welfare check. I'm like, probably, because I apparently can't get Facebook to post to the correct place. So
It's a Facebook welfare check.
Yeah.
We were
Facebook
here.
needs
We're
a welfare
fine.
check. We were here. We were live. We were just on the wrong feed.
We figured out how to switch it over, though, later.
Thankfully, you can download it and then upload it. And so it's back where it belongs, on the Natique page. So now that that's all fixed, yes, we're back in the correct place. Like
We are
it never
here.
happened. So again, we will not be unveiling the grand prize until Friday because Boss Lady has it. Something she picked up while she was across the pond, as they say. So there's something exciting there that I'm like, wait, can we qualify to win
I
this
know,
one?
right?
Because this is special.
Can we at least have a picture? We don't even know what it is.
Right? Like, I don't even know if it's yarn, if it's a bag, if it's a hat. I'm sure it's not a hat, but
No. Darla, they do count your entries.
yes, they still count. So yes, I'm sure it is something exceptional. I just have no idea what it might be. I have a feeling I know where it came from,
Yes?
but beyond that, I got nothing. So we'll tell you more about it on
When we find out.
Friday. Roxanne said it's butter.
It's butter, yes.
Okay, if it's French butter, I really want entries into that one. Like, excuse me, I need some salt crystal butter because I've never had that before and it sounds amazing. Yeah, that should be interesting to see
Right.
what it actually is. I'm sure it's not butter either because I don't think she's going to part with it.
I don't think so. You made it. Yes, we are here, Helen. We had a Facebookness
Snafu.
yesterday.
There was a snafu, but it is resolved today. So we will move on to our daily prize, which is one of our patterns. This is a crochet cowl. Great for learning to crochet, or if you don't crochet very often, for brushing up your skills, because it is rows of all the same stitch, but you're varying each row is a different stitch. It gives it just a subtle texture to the fabric. But nothing too fancy to where then if you pair it with something like this beautiful self-striping, then you get really gorgeous looks to that. So this ball is going to be enough to make the smaller size, which is the cowl size, because this pattern has a cowl or a scarf. And all you do to get entered into the daily prize is interact with the video. So if you react to the video with any of these lovely bubbles, then you'll get 1 entry per reaction. If you comment on the video, you'll get 5 entries per comment. And then if you share the video to your stories, to your friends, see, when you're on the right feed, everything's back.
Yeah.
Then you just come back to that day's video and comment shared to and where. Frunes. I can't. Okay. You're frunes today, not friends, because I can't type. Shared to my friends, shared to my stories. You get 11 entries per share as long as you remember to comment. So then we will come over to our handy dandy comment picker and see who today's lucky winner is.
Kelly Ann Oldham.
I don't think Kelly has won before.
I do not think so either. Kelly, I'm sorry. I don't know if you're local. If you are, you can come in and let us know you have a prize. If you're not local, next time you make a purchase, just tell us in the notes that you have a prize and we will include it in your package. And I am focused on these Easter candy kebabs because there are only 4 of this style left.
And there are only a couple more days till Easter, if you guys can believe that.
Yep. Cute little egg and a chick. Another egg. We got 3 eggs.
3 eggs and a chickie.
That should be a song.
A nursery rhyme type song?
Maybe, yeah.
Nursery rhyme vibe to
It does. I don't know. Someone write us a song. We do have the other versions of the candy kebabs here. And if you search Forever Sweet Candy Kebab, you will find them all. A purple castle. I might need that one because it's purple.
And every girl needs a castle.
That's right. And a unicorn. Must have a unicorn.
And probably a rocket ship.
Yeah, you gotta fly around your kingdom. Make notes with your unicorn pen.
While we're being silly, might as well have a rocket ship too.
Yes. Sorry, I thought you were ready.
Almost. I'm getting there. Okay.
Ooh,
so
look at
I got
Dolores.
my comment pinned. So we will
Sugar
about
high on a stick. Yes.
best way to do it. You don't even have to get your fingers sticky.
There you go.
Thank you, Deb. Okay, so we have the latest and greatest addition to the Dream in Color pop-up club in Smooshy Cashmere. This gorgeous colorway is for April. The yarn is a fingering weight, 70% superwash merino, 20 cashmere, 10 nylon, and is 400 yards per skein. This one is dyed in that really fun assigned pooling technique. So the blue is your pooling color. I'm gonna untwist this one because there are so many shades in the background that if I don't, you're just kind of missing out a little bit here. There we go. So
Wow.
Here is our pooling section, this like 6 to 8 inches of kind of a turquoise, muted turquoise blue to powder blue. Then for the background, you've got these like caramel colors and like a soft rust and a peachy melon. Some kind of, it gets a little more rosy, dusty pink over here. So you've got that really warm kind of desert background with this pop of the turquoise. This seems very appropriate to knit something for my trip to Albuquerque,
Oh, I think so.
right?
It's perfect for that.
Like it's very kind of New Mexico color palette right there. So that is the April pop-up club from Dream in Color. And I know some of you guys have, of course, seen these before, but Danielle, we gotta get on Veronica because her project out of this colorway isn't on here.
Uh-oh.
There's only one project and it's our color. So chop chop, Veronica. But Veronica actually, when advertising this colorway, featured our pattern Tangerine Twilight. I was hoping to show you because it's gorgeous in this colorway.
It's on our website. I put the little,
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
In the pop-up
yeah.
club link? That would be right here. Aha! Thank you. So you can see the little blue splashes in that gorgeous kind of desert colorway. So it knits up absolutely beautiful in Tangerine Twilight.
I was going to say I should knit one of those. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, that's
I did.
a little
Ooh,
worrying.
look at that one.
This is another one that would work for it. This is Little Loops by Annie Baker Designs. I feel like the detail shows better in the white.
Yeah.
It's got these, it's similar to the little flower pattern in Violet Fields where you're doing these elongated stitches and then wrapping the yarn around them when you come back to get these cool little gathered flowers. I like that they show like
Oh,
reverse
nice, yeah.
colors. So they're like little flowers amidst a garter stitch background. This one is 1 to 2 skeins depending on what size you want to make. Oh, here's a fun color. Like lemon yellow pops in that one. There we go. Sorry, apparently somebody decided to try to spam call me right now. And
No, thank you.
we kicked them out. Then this one, so you don't always have to do the assigned pooling technique. That's why I showed this one, is this Dancing Skies shawl has this really beautiful stacked drop stitch pattern similar to what we did in Tangerine Twilight, but they're not doing it based on the color. It's just a repeating pattern, and you get this really fun movement to your colors because sometimes it's just straight across in the garter stitch, sometimes it's up and down in the little shells.
That's really fun. I have never seen that one before.
So it just gives, like, in this color, it really gives that like prismatic effect, but it just gives a really fun play with the color. So you don't always have to go with the assigned pooling method with the assigned pooling dye technique. Then this one is an assigned pooling one. This is Spreckles by Kitty Bryan. This one they did with a contrast color, which I think in Smooshy Cashmere, Azure Cove, would be amazing for that. Let me pop some links in really fast while you guys drool over the Azure Cove combo.
Right? It's really pretty. It's a little bluer on camera.
It is more of a bright, like, tropical water blue instead of the softer turquoise, but it actually boldens up the turquoise just a little bit to where when you're doing something like Spreckles, it is going to pull the detail out more and make that pop.
And I will repost all these links in the collective when our live video is done. And on YouTube.
But I really like on Spreckles that they didn't just do like plain garter stitch in between each section either. So you've got the fun stitch that you're doing with your pop of color, but then you've got these little, like, it looks like maybe like a left twist, or it could be a pass stitch over. It's hard to tell, but
yeah,
there's a little bit of a textural detail in that stripe in between. So even that is fun to do instead of just knit, knit, knit. And that one is going to be 1 skein each of your 2 colors. Then one more in the assigned pooling type patterns. This is The Dance by Suzanne Nielsen. They did little short row bubbles everywhere they came to the color splash. But you can see, like, nope, didn't do it right here. Which could be that, oops, I forgot and I'm not going back, or it could be that it was going to stack and they're like, no, no stacking. Because if you had all your short row bubbles stacked together, you would get really lumpy fabric. So if it feels like it's stacking, you just skip one time. No big deal. And 1 skein makes a nice good sized cowl, but because it's fingering weight, it's not a bulky heavy cowl, it just drapes nicely on your neck. This one would look really pretty in this color.
definitely. Very pretty.
And that one, they used a little over 1 skein, but you can see it's super tall, so I would say just get one.
Yeah, you could totally do it.
It doesn't need to be ginormous.
I think the skeins she used were small.
So
I actually
she used more than one.
Yeah, I actually
small
took a
skein.
class with her on that pattern, and they looked smaller. I don't know the exact yardage, but oh, Shannon, you should try it. It's very fun.
Yes, try it. The assigned pooling is kind of a blast.
You don't get bored because you need to watch for your pop of color so you can do whatever the stitch is you're doing.
Okay, so since I untwisted this one, we'll just gently curl it up right here because we also got some restocks and some new colors of Smooshy Cashmere. One of the restocks was the beautiful Azure Cove colorway that just so happens to pair nicely with Pop-Up Club. Then this one is new, or new to me anyways. This is Way Cool, and I'm not just saying that. That is
That's its
actually
name.
the colorway. The colorway is Way Cool.
Honestly, this one may not have a picture on the website yet. I think I ran out of time yesterday.
Well,
We'll get it up there.
Way Cool is this beautiful blue, so if you fall in love with it, don't worry if the picture looks like something else. We promise we'll give you the blue one. But it's got highlights. You can kind of see the highlights are very Azure Cove, but the lowlights are more of like a deep blue with just the slightest purple leaning. Like you can really see it right here. There's a little bit of a purpley tint to it. Little splashes of almost like a soft cobalt right here. So you're getting that tonality of the tropical blues. This one's very like the sun rippling through the water.
Can we go to the water
Sure.
later?
Not right now.
No.
Like right now we gotta play with pretty yarn instead.
I'll bet you could do something with all three.
Oh yes.
Isn't that pretty?
Oh, which speaking of which, I don't have it linked, but I will get to wear one of my Casapinka patterns that I haven't worn
that's
in
right.
2 years.
Oh no.
Because I did not want to torment you guys with a project that you cannot have, but apparently the contract is running out and she's about to be allowed to share it with everyone, even if you didn't do Knit Stars, and it's 3 colors. Just
Perfect. Plan ahead.
And there's 2 options. One has color work in it, one does not. So if Fair Isle scares you, do the not Fair Isle one. If you like Fair Isle or are interested in it, do that one. They look like little butterflies. Then a couple fun projects. This one would be really fun to do. This is
Yes.
a Glacio by Martina Bem. Really fun, simple cowl. When worn, it's done on the bias though, so you get that little bit of fun of an increase on one side, a decrease on the other. But it's just garter stitch with this little mesh lace design that it's like little lattices. You can see the little almost diamond pattern that it creates in there. And that one is a 1 skein project. Then a fun and fast shawl, the Easy on the Eyelets crescent shawl with lots of mesh eyelet lace with little garter dividers. That's probably where your increase rows are hidden, because who wants to try to increase in mesh lace?
No, thank you.
But this one can easily be a 1 skein project too. They said 463 yards, so maybe your last mesh border is half as wide. Good enough. There's really not a specific spot this one needs to end at to be beautiful.
More colors.
Right? It's kind of a, like, other than the blues, a pretty subtle palette this time. This next one is Prince William, which is this like slightly lavender gray. Like, it has a very subtle hint of a soft violet to it. I don't know if it shows on camera very well for you guys. On my monitor, it just looks gray.
I wonder how it will do next to the other ones over there.
Right?
If it would turn it a little bit.
Well, I feel like if we put it next to the new purple, it's going to take the purple out of it entirely, but they would complement well because of the purple in it. This new one is Angel, which is really pretty soft lilacs and lavenders, a little bit of violet. So you can see those two
It's like it's reflecting the purple. I
Yeah.
can see it right here on the phone, but it definitely changed the color when you brought it next to it.
Yeah, those two pair very nicely together. And if you needed a third color that would play well with them but would let the purple pop, tiny blue would be amazing. It is this soft, light, like periwinkle silver.
Right, Eileen? I could see magical thinking in this combination.
Yes, or what you're wearing.
Yes.
Which is also 3 colors. There, that way you can see all 3 color names.
Tiny blue, Prince William, Angel.
Well, I get a couple more
Eileen, you crack me up.
patterns in here for you guys.
Oh, Eileen, we have a fourth option for you as well.
Oh, she needs 4 colors?
I don't know, but it would go.
Okay, well, let me show some patterns first. For our sweater knitters, this timeless twist. I came across this one yesterday and was like, ooh, that's cute. Cute, simple tee. I love the V-neck, especially they did the decreased detail that you get this nice crisp line up the middle, which gives a very finished look. But this really fun all over slip stitch cable pattern, which slip stitch cables are the best cables because you can drop that stitch off and it's not going anywhere.
Nope.
Like, they're the best way to learn how to do cables without a cable needle because your stitch is nice and loose. It's much more safe to fiddle around with your fabric. So beautiful all over texture. You've got this nice subtle raglan line down the shoulders. And you can see from this picture that there's a long sleeved option as well. So you can go long sleeve or tee. I sometimes wonder if they knit the tee, take pictures, and then take out the ribbing and finish it long sleeved so that they don't have to knit too.
Right?
Because it's the same color.
Yeah. That wouldn't surprise me.
So it's like, did they shortcut basically, or did they actually knit too? And this one has a nice range of sizes from a 29 3/4 to a 63. And I appreciate this. She gives you your recommended ease of 1 to 4 inches, and then she says it's shown in a medium with 2 inches of ease. So she's telling you how hers fits, so you know if you like the look of that or not. So if you're not sure what ease you like yet, this is a great example of what 2 inches of positive ease, meaning 2 inches bigger than you measure, looks like. Then we have this Henrico hat, which is a great one to learn cables on because it's just a little sampling of cables. The whole back part of the hat is stockinette. But you've just got these like widely spaced cables with stockinette columns in between them. And it only takes right about half a skein, so you could probably do 2 out of 1. Or if you're doing one of those 3 color projects, use your leftovers to make a hat. And it's a free pattern, so you can learn to do cables for just the cost of a skein of yarn. Alright, one more. We have this Blaubeeren shawl. That's a mouthful.
Yes.
But really pretty. I need like a straight on picture. There we go. Like rickrack lace columns between stockinette ribs and then little garter dividers. I like that they did like a wide section and a skinny section and then a wide section too. It gives it a little more interest than if it were just all the same size segments. But that's a good sized boomerang shaped shawl, easy to wrap around lots of different ways. And this one takes 2 skeins.
Not sure how I haven't seen that one before.
I don't know. Eileen said, "Oh no, there goes my paycheck."
No, well, that's why we work, so we can buy yarn,
You're welcome.
right?
Am I great? Isn't that what paychecks are for, is yarn? Maybe some food, mostly yarn.
Mostly yarn.
Okay, this new one is very fun. This is Secret Garden. It looks similar to Charcoal Prismatic, but it has a lot more green in it. Like, you've got a lot of this olive and emerald green, some dark teal, some silver, some olive, then there's some deep dark, like almost black plum. This feels like one of those that I need to
That's what I was thinking.
release from its confines. Because then you can
Wow.
see,
It's a dark watercolor.
right?
Whoa, that's pretty. That last
It's
pattern,
like if Monet had a dark period.
right?
Oh yes, that
That,
Blackberry.
in this color, oh my goodness. Chop, chop, someone, I want to see it. I'm chopping on other things.
I believe that would be you.
I know.
So this is Secret Garden. Oh, it's so pretty. You can see it's lots more green and purple than Charcoal Prismatic. Like, Charcoal Prismatic has more colors in it. This is kind of more specifically green, purple, and a little bit of teal. Oh, Shelly said Emerald Bay colors.
Super pretty.
Yeah, I don't want to get too many out that
Right.
are all untwisted and asking to be tangled together. So let me twist this one back up. Definitely didn't twist that tight enough. But
We'll do it again.
it's still beautiful. It's just fluffier now. Then we have Velvet Port, which is this really pretty kind of plumberry color. Like, it's almost berry, but it has like more of that purple leaning of a plum, which is why I called it plumberry. It's definitely what I would consider a like right in the middle red violet. Shelly said very pretty, right? Like, it's so beautiful.
See, I want it with those.
Shelly said not right now though, unless you have one that looks super white. Well, I think we have Crying Dove.
We might.
Emerald Bay in the winter.
Okay, yeah.
Then last but not least is the colorway Shy. You know you want some more yarn, Karen.
So pretty.
It's like a dusty gray pink. You've got a little bit of kind of more purpley shadows to the softer rosy pinks with all of this like toned down muted palette. These three.
Right?
Or these four, depending on the project. So Shy, let's see, trying to get them all turned the same direction. Velvet Port, Tiny Blue, and Prince William, those four really want to play together. I mean,
Right?
Secret Garden goes with all of them,
Just buy one of everything.
right?
Oh, I'm sorely tempted.
This is how we have stash because
Mhm.
it's beautiful. I saw it was a book one, but I was like, how can I turn this into yarn? Somebody had, it was somebody's actual post that they said it wasn't a meme, but they said that there's two versions of me. One that likes to buy books for the dopamine hit, and one that likes to buy books to actually read them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, I feel like that's true of yarn too. Sometimes
For
I
sure.
just want it because it's pretty, and it will make me happy to own this skein of yarn. And sometimes I'm actually going to knit with it.
Definitely those two categories.
Shelly wants a play date.
Okay, come on over.
Come play with us.
We'll be here until 5.
Okay. I have a couple more projects to show you guys. This one's a good one skein project if you just fell in love with a color and just need something to whip it up into. This is the Secret Skein Cowl. It starts with a little bit of like an eyelet lace on a stockinette background until you get it joined in the round, and then you're going to alternate between garter stitch and a drop stitch row. So your fabric is going to grow really fast. It's not going to be real bulky on the back of your neck and shoulders, and it's going to be super drapey.
Boy, Secret Garden in that one.
Right? That would be gorgeous. Well, any of them would be gorgeous.
Yeah.
Even the pop-up club one, because you're
Definitely.
going to get colors that sometimes the blue is in the garter and going crossways, and sometimes it's in the drop stitches and going vertical. That one would be really fun in any of them. Then this beauty, Sorbetto. So if there were two colors you fell in love with, you've got a little bit of feather and fan lace with this garter ridge, garter stripes in between. Then they did just 2-row stripes of the two colors, so you're getting almost an ombre effect. Like at first glance it looks like this is 3 colors, but it's just the colors blending together right here. And then just a little garter stitch and picot bind off. Look, nice sized shawl.
That's the same one?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Just a different color.
Oh, that's fun.
So you can see you can even do variegated in the feather and fan because it just gives movement to the color. This is a subtle combo right here too. Like that'd be really pretty in like the Velvet Port and Shy, or Prince William and Tiny Blue if you want more subtle combinations. Ooh, look, this person threw in a 3rd color, or 4th color. Oh, there you go. If you can't decide, they did a pop of color in the middle of each feather and fan section. That's fun. Excuse me while I make mine a rainbow. And that one is going to be 1 skein each of your 2 colors, so not too shabby at all. Then last but not least, this super cute little tee, the Rosa tee, has this cute little like flying geese lace detail on the raglan. So your yarn overs are your increases, so it's like you're doing increases, but they also happen to make a pretty lace design. A little I-cord edging at the neck with this little I-cord tie. It's got a little picot cuff and hem. I want one where there's a good close-up of the sleeves. That's a little better. Which this is really easy to do. This is a folded hem, so you knit, do a row of yarn over, knit 2 together, knit another inch, and then tack it down on the inside, and you, where it folds at the yarn over 2 together, you get this cute little trim. So there's not actually like a picot bind off. This is the fast way to do picots. And if you're not a tie in the back of your shirt person, you could easily leave that off and just do like a little button loop there. Which is probably what I'd do, because I'm not sure I'd be able to tie it myself. I'd come to work untied and be like, somebody tie me. And then this one has her measurements are all in centimeters, so of course you'd have to do a quick Google conversion, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
Whoa.
16 sizes. I'm pretty sure we're all in there somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Click check. And it takes only 2 to 5 skeins. Not bad at all.
Nice.
All right. We better go talk about classes. Then what are we wearing?
Heather, the pop-up skein is April 2023.
And I saw Beverly say ooh purple, so the new purple is Angel. And then there's more of like the red violets of Velvet, Port, and Shy. Isn't that just a beautiful palette?
Very pretty.
Pretty, pretty, pretty.
What is that from? Is it from a movie?
Didn't think it was from anything.
I feel like it's from something. I don't know.
It's from my brain.
That's scary because my brain went there too, and we don't need two of us in one brain.
Right? So many good ones. Okay, coming up for classes on Tuesday, April 11th and 25th, we have the Cobalt Comet Cowl class. Oh, how pretty would it be out of the new pop-up
Oh,
color.
yes, for sure.
Little turquoise splashes everywhere that the little yarn over two together design is. In class, we're going to teach you a garter tab, how to work the design flat, how to work it in the round, when to do your pooling stitches and when not to, based on where your increase shaping is for the cowl. And it only takes 1 skein of fingering weight yarn. Then on Friday, April 14th, we have the Flor to Jade cowl. This one is a bulky cowl in 3 sizes. It is one where we're going to teach you this fun little kind of branch stitch that you see here that's like a right and a left leaning stitch on a background with little garter ridges for a little texture. Our cowl is knit out of 1 skein of Noventa, but of course that's definitely not your only choice. You could do Baby Alpaca Grande, Cardo, Noro Sweeto. If it's bulky, you can use it. Then on Saturday, April 15th, May 6th and 20th, we will do the Cumulus Scoop Neck Tee class. This one is a really fun one for like if you're very beginner to garments. This is a great one because it doesn't have sleeves for one. So that picking up stitches part, it's not there in this one. So you have a split hem, waist shaping, dividing for front and back, and some short rows to learn. We gave plenty of time between each session for you to be able to do homework. It looks really good. This is shown in Cumulus. It looks really good in the Cumulus Degradé or Rainbow, Dappled, and then it's a nice lightweight cotton garment for the spring summer weather that appears to be almost here finally. Except for we had a frost warning last night, and I'm like, all
Did
right,
we
well,
really?
I hope my plants survive. I haven't uncovered anything yet, so in theory they should still be alive under there. Then on Tuesday, April 18th, we have the Instant Gratification $5 scarf class. This one is really just to give you something satisfying to work on, but for our very beginners, you're going to learn some great skills of an I-cord edging, the increase, and how to keep track of where you are in your pattern. And then last but not least, we have Karen's Foremost shawl, which is a worsted weight shawl done out of 220 yards. We used 1 skein of the Riley, which is a single ply. This is a good example of you don't have to do the assigned pooling yarn in an assigned pooling pattern, because as you can see, the yellow splashes are just mixed in however they're mixed in, and it is still beautiful. but in class we'll teach you how to do this fun and easy repeat with an increase to create your triangle shape, and voila. Kate said she thinks she'll take that one just for kicks. Awesome. Awesome possum. Alright, let me put our links in here for what we are wearing.
Quick look at the colors again.
They're so pretty. So
Alright.
I am wearing the Slips and Stripes pullover by Casapinka. I did a short sleeve version. I added a split hem because, as previously mentioned, once you go split hem, you'll never go back. I have a fuzzball. And then I did all of this part as written, but I modified the stripe sequence on the body because I wanted equal parts of my two colors. So I basically took the stripe sequence from Elfie, which is a Fibonacci stripe sequence, and plugged it in after I did the slip stitch yoke and did the rest more like doing the Elfie top. All it requires is a little bit of math. And I would help you with that. I've helped a couple people with it, so I can help you with yours too. I just need to know your row gauge and how long you want your sweater.
Math.
I know. I said a 4-letter word.
Math is a 4-letter word for me. Not everyone. This one is All Points South by Casapinka. 3 colors, lots of texture.
And this is actually out of Smooshy.
It is.
You've got lace and stripes and little slip stitch tucks, knits and pearls. I think that's that knit yarn over knit,
Yeah,
and the
like
same stitch one.
I don't remember what that one is.
I really like this one up here, that it's just like when you do your stripes, the row that you change colors, you do knit one, purl one, so it gives you that little fade between the colors.
It has a very long collar, which...
You cannot do that if you're not a long collar person. You just don't do that many stripes. Check.
Done.
Easy peasy. And that one is 3 colors.
1 skein each.
So if any of those 3 color combos down here, we're calling you.
Eileen. Susan. Heather.
Oh my goodness. All right, you guys, I think that's going to be it because I don't think I missed any questions. Oh yes, Kate, you definitely want to go back and watch the replay and see all of the colors. Oh, Patty said all of them call Twitter.
For sure.
We need like a little
collective
chorus for that. Patty.
Patty.
And
yeah.
what is on? Oh, Dolores is wearing a crochet shawl. This is one of my patterns, actually. This is Ruby's Inner Light. It is 1 skein of merino cloud or any fingering or sport weight, so you could use Smooshy, and then beaded silken sequins for the border. Just the same stitch pattern, but doing it in a contrast color. So you don't necessarily have to do a border. You could do the whole thing all in like this one. Secret Garden would be gorgeous. Patty called us mean. We love you too, Patty.
Yes.
Okay, I think that'll be it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. We'll go pull your orders, pack them up for the mailman, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye.